Welcome back to my channel, Worth Old Coins. Today is best, top 4 coins. One you want to miss, we're diving into the world of USA coins. Please don't skip this video. So let's get it started. Top 1, the full long history of the 1984 United States. 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent or penny. 1984. Lincoln cent, 1 cent, full history. Country: United States of America. Denomination: 1 cent obverse. Design: President Abraham Lincoln. Designer: Victor David Brenner. In use since 1909. The 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Reverse design: 1959-2008. Lincoln Memorial. Designer: Frank Gasparo. Diameter: 1905 mm. Weight: 2.5 grams. Thickness: 152 mm. Edge: plain mint. Marks: no mint mark. Philadelphia D. Denver's, San Francisco, proof coins only. Metal composition: by 1984, the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned to a cost-saving composition. 7.5% zinc core, 2.5% copper plating. This change started in mid-1982, replacing the earlier 95% copper coins due to rising metal costs. Mint production numbers: 1984. Mint location: mint mark quantity: minted Philadelphia, none. 8,151, 479,000. Denver D, 6,569,000, 351,000. San Francisco S, 3,306,000, proof only. This brings the total to over 14.7 billion 1984 cents minted, very common in circulation. Notable variety: the 1984 double die obverse, DDO. This variety features a strong doubling of Lincoln's ear and part of the jaw, nicknamed the extra ear penny. It's one of the most well-known modern double die errors. Value can range from $50 to over $1,500, depending on condition. Design details: obverse, front, portrait of Lincoln facing right. In God We Trust at the top, Liberty on the left. Date: 1984 on the right, mint mark below the date if present. Reverse, back. Lincoln Memorial with visible seated statue, United. States of America at the top, a pluribus unum above the memorial, 1 cent at the bottom. Value guide type. Estimated value in USD, regular circulated coin, 0 1, 1 cent. Mint state, MS 65 plus. 010, 1 plus proof, 1984 S. $1, 5 plus 1984, DDO, extra ear, $50, 1/500, Sarah coins, off-center, die cracks, etc. $1, 100 to plus. Historical significance: part of the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. 84 was in the early years of the zinc penny era, which continues to this day. The extra ear DDO penny added collector interest to an otherwise common year. Collector tips: look for high-grade uncirculated coins with no scratches. Use a magnifying glass to check Lincoln's ear for doubling. Weigh. Your coin, all 1984 cents, should weigh 2.5 g. If yours weighs 3.1 g, it may be an off-metal error, extremely rare. Top 2. The 1983 1-cent coin from the United States of America is a Lincoln Memorial cent and part of the long-running Lincoln Penny series. This year is especially notable for being one of the first full years after the U.S. completely switched from copper to zinc. Here's the complete history of the 1983 penny. 1983. Lincoln cent, full history, basic details: obverse, front, portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. Designer: Victor David Brenner. Reverse, back. Lincoln Memorial. Designer: Frank Gasparo. Edge, plain mint marks, no mint mark. Farce, Philadelphia D. Chas. Denver's, Ha. San Francisco, proof only. Diameter: 1905 mm. Weight: 2.5 grams. Composition: 97.5%. Zinc core, 2.5% copper plating. Why 1983 is historically important: full transition to zinc after the 1982 switch from copper to zinc. 1983 was the first full year that all circulating pennies were made from copper-plated zinc. No 1983 cents were made with the older copper composition, at least not officially. The rare 1983 copper penny, off-metal error. Very rare error coins exist that were accidentally struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These weigh about 3.11 grams and are highly collectible. Only a few authentic 1983 copper cents are known, worth thousands of dollars. Notable varieties. And errors 1983 double die reverse, DDR. One of the most famous varieties. Look for strong doubling on the reverse lettering. 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. Worth $100 to over $1,000 depending on condition. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die cracks are also known and collectible. Mint production, Philadelphia, no mint mark. 775 billion coins, Denver. D. 647 billion coins, San Francisco, S. Proof coins only. For collectors, over 14 billion 1983 cents were struck, making them common, but only a few have rare errors or high grades. Design overview. Obverse, Abraham Lincoln's bust. In God We Trust. At top Liberty to the left date. 1983 to the right mint mark under the date, if present. Reverse, Lincoln Memorial. You can see a tiny seated Lincoln inside. United States of America on top, E pluribus unum above the memorial. 1 cent at bottom value and collectability. Regular 1983 pennies. Worth 1 cent in circulated condition. Mint state, uncirculated. 10C tuple-proof coins. 1983S. Worth 15 plows 1983 DDR. 100, 1,000 ploms mine 83. Copper error, 10,000, 20,000 plus if verified. How to check for the rare copper 1983, penny weigh it, 2.5 dri, Ars zinc, normal, 3. Vendry, our copper, rare. Use a precise digital scale to confirm. Don't rely on color alone. Both types can look the same. Top 3. The 1982 1-cent coin from the United States of America is historically significant because it was the transition year between two major types of penny compositions. Here's a complete history of the 1982 Lincoln cent. 1982 Lincoln cent. Full history, basic coin details. Obverse. Portrait of President Abraham Lincoln by Victor David Brenner. Reverse. Lincoln Memorial by Frank. Gasparo diameter. 1905 mm. Plain mint marks. No mint mark. Philadelphia D or Denver's. San Francisco proof only. Why 1982 is special in U.S. penny history composition change. The U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny in 1982. Before the change, 5% copper, 5%. Zinc weight, 3.11 grams. After the change, 7.5%. Zinc, 2.5%. Copper plating weight, 2.5 grams. This change was made because the price of copper had increased, making the metal value of the penny more than 1 cent. 7 varieties in 1982 because of the mid-year change. 7 different types of 1982 pennies exist. Type mint composition date, style type 1. Philadelphia copper, large. Date type 2. Philadelphia copper, small date type 3, Philadelphia. Zinc large. Date type 4. Philadelphia zinc, small date type 5. Denver copper, large date type 6. Denver zinc, large date type 7. Denver zinc, small date, rare. Note, no copper small date Denver penny is confirmed to exist. But 1982 D small date zinc is a key variety, discovered only recently and considered rare. Mint marks, no mint mark, Philadelphia D, Denver's, San Francisco, proof copper only, value and collectability, most 1982 pennies are worth 1 cent in circulated. Condition, but collectors seek copper coins in high-grade, rare varieties like 1982D, small date, zinc high-quality proof, coins with errors, e.g., double die. Design notes, still featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, used 1959-2008. Brenner's initials, VDB, appear under Lincoln's shoulder on the obverse. How to tell copper from zinc pennies, 1982. You can 1. Weigh it, 3.1 Copper 2.5 gr. Zinc sound test. Copper pennies make a higher ring, zinc makes a duller sound. Drop test. Copper tends to bounce more crisply. Top 4. The 1 cent 1981 United States of America coin is a Lincoln cent, commonly referred to as a penny. Here's a complete historical overview of this coin. 1981 Lincoln cent, 1 cent coin. Full history. Basic information. Denomination, 1 cent. 1 penny, obverse design. Abraham Lincoln reverse design. 1959, 2008. Lincoln Memorial Year. Minted. 1981, composition. 1981, 95%, copper, 5%, zinc weight, 3.11 grams. Diameter, 19.05 millimeter. Edge, plain. Designer, obverse. Victor David Brenner, since 1909. Reverse, 1959-2008. Frank Gasparo Historical Context of the Lincoln Cent. Introduction of the Lincoln Cent, 1909. First U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Abraham Lincoln, on his 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner. Replaced. The Indian head-centered early design, 1909 to 1958. The reverse originally had 2 wheat stalks, called the wheat penny. Memorial reverse design, 1959-2008. In 1959, to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse was redesigned to feature the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. Lincoln can be seen seated in the memorial, making it the only coin where the same person appears on both sides. The 1981 coin 1981 was the last full year Lincoln cents were struck primarily in 95% copper. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to a cheaper zinc core with copper plating due to rising copper prices. Minted at Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D. San Francisco, S. Proof coins only collectability and value. Most 1981 pennies are common and used in circulation. Proof coins, especially S mint mark, or coins in uncirculated mint condition may have collector value. Rare errors like double dies or off-center strikes increase value. Fun fact: the Lincoln cent has been in continuous production since 1909, making it the longest-running design in U.S. coin history. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.